The Morning Wave on Mix 93.8.
So, Uri, this morning we're joined by two wonderful gentlemen. We're talking about an MPO called Sisonke Nathi Group, which was started almost 7 years ago. And I'd actually love for the gentlemen to introduce themselves. I'll start on my left here, sir.
Hi, my name is Phumi, the founder of Sisonke Nathi Group, and I'm with my partner.
Fantastic. Partner, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tlaganipo, and I'm here for Sisonke. I'm the
Fantastic. Co-founder. Yes. So, Phumi, let's take it back in time. You know, how did this all come about? How did the two of you come together? And what was the premise of this particular organization?
Okay, it came about 7 years ago. We started it 7 years ago, like a friend and I and him. And it also goes back to like the background that I come from.
Okay.
You know, like coming up from a poverty background and not being able to have things and stuff. And I saw there's a gap like in society as the youth. Like we don't really give much as the youth, you know. We usually just go out, want to have a good time, party, those type of stuff. So I came together with the gents and a few people, and then we started Sisonke Nathi together, and yeah.
So what are you guys really trying to do? If you're focused predominantly on the youth, is it really about, you know, helping the disadvantaged? Is it more about changing the mindset of young people? What is your mission and vision for this NPO?
Well, our mission is to do it like for the youth, and what we usually do is like we do outreach programs like for the youth and kids and stuff like that, and also like build something as the youth. Like we've got a few plans that we have ahead for as Sisonke. So yeah, it's just like an NPO for the youth, started by the youth. Yeah.
And I would imagine that it's quite diverse, you know, in terms of and to what your partner said, you know, the initiatives and the drives that you've done in the last 7 years. Can you take us through, you know, some of them that you've done?
Okay, basically we do feeding schemes frequently, almost every week, and then we have events throughout the year. That means we have your blanket drives, your pet drives. Like right now we're about to have the blanket drive for Mandela, but we have Christmas parties, we have
Easter parties, Easter events.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we do throughout the year. But then during the year we have feeding scheme. We just have soup for kids. We drive around in Alexandra, Soweto,
Kruger's,
Stop.
Just all over Joburg. What do you want to come in there?
Yeah, so gentlemen, with our country right now going through such a high rate of unemployment, especially amongst the youth, what is it that you guys are trying to do to, first of all, upskill the youth, and second of all, provide opportunities for the youth through, you know, not being employed?
Well, our plan is to have a center, you know, because right now we don't really have a place where we do everything. We just have venues where we host our events. But our mission is to have a center so we can teach kids. Like you just asked, we trying to change the mindset of kids.
Yes.
Not just poverty.
Yeah.
We're trying to help throughout everywhere. Also how to help themselves become better. Yeah.
Okay.
If I can break it down, well, the plan is hopefully next year, right around this time, is I'm trying to get like a sales team together. Then we can do telesales. That's how we're going to help with youth employment and stuff like that. So I need like soldiers and people that can help me with calling. And then we're also trying to set up our ECD center for kids under the ages between 10 to like 17 for
Beautiful.
like the kids around the township just chilling around without a plan, don't know what they're doing. Then we'll be teaching them like just your basic skills of media, which is film, photography and editing.
Beautiful. And you know, I think what I'm really enjoying about what you guys do is the fact that, you know, it's small steps. You know, it's as you say, you know, basic skills. You know, getting the youth involved in doing something. You know, and what we talk about with Denver Uri is he always likes to say, you know, well, if the kids are on a bike and they're racing and doing all sorts of things, you know, it takes them away from substances and drinking and all sorts of other things. You know, and you started off by saying that, well, you know, the youth of today, all they want to do is socialize, right?
True.
So, of course, we spoke about this blanket drive, and we're gearing towards Mandela Day. Audie, we've got to do 67 minutes of good. I'm going to do mine sometime next week as well. But what is it that you gentlemen are doing for Mandela Day?
Well, like what we're doing is we're collecting blankets for Mandela Day. Like our goal was to collect 500 blankets, but by the look of things, I think we might just be under like 200 or 150 blankets, but it's fine. We're grateful for the blankets that we did get from the sponsors. So we're just gonna have a fun day next week. It's actually next week, Monday in Alexandra, Phase 2. And it's going to start around about 11 o'clock and end at 3 o'clock. And it's just going to be a fun day. One of our sponsors, we got a few blankets from Eagle Ford in Bramley.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And what's this? Aranda blankets. So they manufacture blankets and stuff like that. So we have a few blankets going.
Okay. So you've got some really nice sponsors on board. And of course, if anybody would like to donate blankets themselves, how can they do so?
They can send me an email on sisonkenati@gmail.com, or you can go onto the website and just check out like our information and stuff. Our email is there, my number is there, and all our socials, Sisonkenati group, Sisonkenati group on Instagram, Sisonkenati on Facebook, and I think that's about it.
Okay, so please head on down to the socials, particularly the Facebook page as well, Sisonkenati, and get involved. Do some good, donate blankets. You know, I know it is cold at the moment, and sometimes we think twice, like, hey, you don't want to give this one away, but it's going for a good cause. And gentlemen, thank you for all the work that you do, and I really appreciate you coming here today. Any sort of final words and, anything that you'd like to leave with the listeners?
Yeah.
Just thank you. Like so far for everyone that has helped us. We really appreciate, because we have a lot of volunteers that we don't really acknowledge.
Yes.
And
I'd like to thank everyone that's just participating.
Beautiful.
Helping us.
Yeah, and I'd like to say thank you to all the sponsors that's been helping us throughout the years. The schools, the sponsors. Like we got a Bucky sponsored last year, but we buy cars.
Beautiful.
So like we're slowly getting there. And just everyone that's been helping, like filling in the small pieces of the puzzle to make the picture together. Like,
well, listen,
really
what I will say to both of you gentlemen is 7 years is a long time. And the fact that you're still going and still doing incredible work in your communities is fantastic. And as you've said, it's not just in one area, it's across GP. So thank you so much for your hard work. We'll definitely have a look at those social media pages. Sisonkenati, check it out on Facebook. Please do your bit, and even just one blanket is okay. That is still a contribution. So gentlemen, we'll chat to you soon, and thanks very much for joining us on the show.
Well, thanks a lot for having us, guys.
The Morning Wave on Mix 93.8.